just God's grace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the genuine people around me.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've been supportive.
Yeah, they've been supportive.
So give us an introduction into your love story. How did you meet Mobad? How did you start the relationship?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I met him when I was 13, like 12 years ago. It was a to-go stuff. I don't know if you know to-go. Like it was an application, like
okay.
I'm a millennial. Yes, I met him there, and we became friends. I used to be a rapper. I know he sings too. Okay. So we got serious. Like we started as friends, and the relationship was just based on friendship from the beginning. Because I was little, and he was 15 then. I was 13. So as things goes on, he told me he likes me, and just continued our relationship till we became married, and God blessed us with a baby boy.
Okay, let me add to that question. There were also allegations of maybe you stepped out during the course of the relationship and the marriage. Stepping out meaning you had somebody else by the side. Yeah, how true is that?
Yeah, that was true. Oh. Yeah, yes. No, it was a baby relationship. Like I think we started our relationship officially when I was 17. Okay. Then I was in university, and then it was in what is it called? It was in Oshun while I was in Djibouti. So our relationship was not really stable. You understand, but as time goes on, I think we got really serious 2018. So from 2018 till 2023.
There was no stepping out during that period. You were serious with him.
Yes, okay. Serious.
So, ladies, okay, so I would say you're really very young and all, and since this issue started, how have you been able to cope with your in-laws? What have the issues between you and your in-laws? What can you say? How has it been?
Yeah, I think I've been good with the other member of the family aside my father-in-law that decided to turn his back against on me and Liam and the rest of the family. So I feel I'm good. I'm with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is a very nice person. Like she's unproblematic, and my sister-in-law is also good. But she doesn't want to get involved in this case because she's not happy with the way things are going, and it's just a little what she can do.
Can you tell us about the case itself? What the controversy? The case that is
deep down. The few ones that knows, that the families knows that everything that has been going on after my husband's demise is about the family dispute. Do you understand? Yeah. And also the DNA issue is one thing that, that brings so much pain into my heart because it sounds funny. Like, how did we get here? We started from Justice for Mobad. And one way or the other, somebody somewhere on social media that thinks he has right to just interfere into family issues started the DNA narrative. And, a lot of people get along with it. And my father-in-law, which happens to be the elderly person, like I expected him to at least, even though he needed the DNA, I actually believe that he should find a way to address it. Do you understand?
Talk to you maybe privately?
Yeah, he never did exactly, but instead he was just going online talking about DNA. I even had to call him. I put a call to him like, sir, what do you want? Like, what exactly? Like, how do we get here? Can you just leave this aside and let's focus on why the whole world are out? Like, this is just for like, what exactly do you want from me? And even when I called him, he didn't talk about the DNA. Like, he was just talking about the properties, the landed properties my husband got for me, and I was expecting to talk to me as a father-in-law to daughter-in-law. Like, what do you want? Like, talk to me. Stop going out there to talk about it. But he never did. I called him several. He never said anything regarding the DNA or anything. What he was just telling me was about my husband's property. If I feel like I have anything with me, I should just hand everything over to him, or else he would go out to destroy me.
Oh, wow.
So, yes.
Wow. So, can you speak on, the alleged bullying against your late husband?
Amaka, I would like you to take that properly, but let me just add something to follow up on this. Okay. So I think I remember there was a time he was here for an interview, and that's your father-in-law now. One of the questions we asked him was why was he insisting on the DNA? And I remembered him saying that because the son had told him at some point, or told a friend at some point, that the baby was not his. So do you think he has a right to ask for the DNA, knowing that somebody has mentioned something like, likely this baby may not be his?
As a father, I think, legally he doesn't have the rights. Okay. But because I feel like I have nothing to hide. So I feel like he asking me for DNA is not an issue. Okay. But it's just the way he's asking me. Okay. Like, yes, it's like, because he knows so that presently, like, I'm just the most bullied widow in Nigeria right now. And I feel like as a father-in-law, we were friends. Like, that man is actually my friend.
Wow.
Years before this, like, he was my right hand. That was his right hand.
Were you legally married?
Yes, we had traditional marriage.
Okay, traditional marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not legal. It was just
traditional marriage. That's wife to the family.
Of course I am. Yeah. So at first when this DNA narrative came out, I told you like I said, if I called him, but wasn't talking about it. Was talking about something else entirely. And it was I saw him going to interview talking about the DNA, and I was like, at first he said because the Nigerians wanted hits.
Okay.
Later he moved to saying my husband's friend told him that he only had sex with me once. That why would I tell him that I'm pregnant? That one sex can never lead to pregnancy and all of that. Meanwhile, this same person that he said told him these things did not follow us back home.
Away.
That was the person that fought with him at the show. So how come this same person
is the one
insisting that told him, because this same person did not go to the house with us. It was just me, my husband, his brother, and the other team members. And he has found a way of convincing people that this DNA is one way or the other linked to my husband's demise. And Nigerians tend to work on their emotions. Do you understand? It's just few people that would think outside the box. Do you understand? No, and he's been trying to convince people in one way or the other, saying I'm promiscuous, I'm this and that. And most people do not even know that he was even the one that wanted this baby. I mean, my father-in-law just left me and my husband. We're still young.
Yeah.
I got pregnant when I was 23 years. But most people do not even know this same man fasted with me, my husband, and himself for 7 days.
You were pregnant.
We went to different places. He took me to mountains, churches. He gave me so many things to eat and drink.
Wow.
Do you understand?
So that you can get pregnant.
Yes, because I don't know. He was just insisting that the Holy Spirit tells him that I should get pregnant, and there is a reason for it. And
okay. So yes. Can ask questions.
So there are lots of controversies and allegations against the bullying of your late husband by the former record label, Ali and Sam Larry. Can you enlighten us more on that? Can you speak on that?
Yeah, the truth is on the media. I know that one you would have seen it. Yeah, so it is on the media, and I feel like one way or the other, he should get justice. Do you understand? Because bullying is not
like to you. What would you like?
They should pay for everything. His killer, the people that bullied, everything. They should pay for it. That is the only thing that can give me closure right now.
What do you mean by pay?
Yes, they should legally. Bullying is a criminal offense in a legal way. So I feel like whoever does something like that should be punished for it. And one way or the other, the nurse that injected my husband too, and the guy that he fought at the show, one way or the other, I feel like they should pay for it too.
Okay, so sorry, Dr. So now, speaking on that DNA, don't you think that have you granted the request to your father-in-law?
Since last year.
Okay, so the results are out and everything.
He didn't do it. He has stopped. He
doesn't want the DNA.
Yeah, he's still not interested in it anymore.
Whoa,
but you've done it.
But have you done it?
I haven't.
Okay.
And you don't want to do it?
You don't want to do it?
Of course I will. It is a must because of my child.
Yes.
I don't want the stigma to...
Also shut people up.
Exactly.
Yes, for sure. I feel like, I don't blame people because, if I was not in this mess too, and listening to everything that my father has been saying, it is convincing one way or the other. So I wouldn't blame people that's been out there trying to defend my baby and, bullying him because they are acting on based on what they've heard. Do you understand? And I feel like the only thing I can just do to even my husband to be at peace with me is to clear that little boy's, that innocent baby's name out of this mess. But now my father-in-law seems uninterested because he's really not.
So he can do it for you.
Yeah, he can do it for you. For you and for the baby. Not
so. No, but So I hear do it for you and all of that, but.
It may not be now.
He has already put out
a seed.
Yes, so she should still
the conversation online was that it has to be done with a witness, so as to guarantee that we know that this child. So even if she comes out and says I've done it and this is the document, so the same person can still say it's not true. So it's not just about doing it for her because she knows who is father of her child. It's not to do it to convince the other people and say, which is honestly.